Question 1. What does this road sign indicate to drivers? A. Sharp bend to the left ahead. B. Dangerous curve to the right ahead. C. Road closed due to curve. D. No right turn allowed. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right ahead. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the bend to maintain control of their vehicle. Question 2. When approaching this sign, what action should a driver take? A. Proceed without stopping. B. Give way to traffic on the main road. C. Stop, then proceed when clear. D. Wait for a green light. Answers is B. Give way to traffic on the main road. The give way sign inverted triangle means you must yield to traffic on the road you are joining or crossing. You may need to stop if necessary to ensure it is safe to proceed. Question 3. What does this sign mean for all vehicles? A. No stopping allowed. B. No entry. C. Yield to oncoming traffic. D. Parking prohibited. Answers is B. No entry. The no entry sign prohibits all vehicles from entering the road or area where it is displayed. It is often used on one-way streets or exits. Question 4. What should you do when you see this sign on a road? A. You must turn right. B. You must turn left. C. You must proceed straight ahead. D. You must make a U-turn. Answers is C. You must proceed straight ahead. This sign indicates that traffic must proceed straight ahead only. It is a mandatory direction sign. Question 5. What information does this road sign convey? A. Beginning of a motorway. B. End of a dual carriageway. C. Toll road ahead. D. Service area entrance. Answers is A. Beginning of a motorway. This blue sign with a white road symbol indicates the beginning of a motorway. Motorways have specific rules regarding vehicle types and speed limits. Question 6. What service is by this sign? A. First aid post. B. Garage services. C. Telephone booth. D. Emergency stop. Answers is A. First aid post. This sign indicates the location of a first aid post, providing immediate medical assistance in case of an emergency. Question 7. When should you use your vehicle's dipped headlights? A. Only when driving in fog. B. Only during daylight hours. C. When meeting or following other vehicles at night. D. Only in urban areas. Answers is C. When meeting or following other vehicles at night. Dipped headlights should be used at night when meeting or following other vehicles to avoid dazzling other drivers. They are also used in poor visibility conditions. Question 8. What is the primary purpose of a hazard warning signal? A. To indicate you are turning. B. To warn other drivers of a hazard or breakdown. C. To signal you are parking. D. To thank other drivers. Answers is B. To warn other drivers of a hazard or breakdown. Hazard warning signals, all indicators flashing simultaneously, are used to warn other road users that your vehicle is temporarily obstructing traffic or is a hazard, such as in a breakdown. Question 9. What is considered a safe following distance in good conditions? A. 1 car length. B. A gap. C. Half a car length. D. Gap at all times. Answers is B, a gap. A safe following distance in good conditions is typically measured using the rule. This allows enough time to react and stop if the vehicle in front suddenly brakes. Question 10. What should you do if you accidentally take the wrong exit on a motorway? A. Reverse back to the exit. B. Continue to the next exit and find an alternative route. C. Stop on the hard shoulder to check a map. D. Make a U-turn on the motorway. Answers is B. Continue to the next exit and find an alternative route. It is extremely dangerous and illegal to reverse or make U-turns on a motorway. The correct procedure is to continue to the next exit and then find a safe place to plan an alternative route. Question 11. What does this sign mean? A. Sharp turn right ahead. B. Dangerous curve to the left ahead. C. Road narrows from the left. D. No left turn allowed. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the left ahead. This sign indicates a dangerous curve to the left is approaching. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to steer left to navigate the curve safely. Question 12. When encountering this sign, what must you do? A. Give way if necessary. B. Stop completely before the stop line. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. D. Sound your horn to alert others. Answers is B. Stop completely before the stop line. The stop sign octagonal requires you to stop completely before the stop line, or if there is no line before the intersection, and then proceed only when it is safe to do so. Question 13. What action is prohibited by this sign? A. Overtaking other vehicles. B. Stopping on the hard shoulder. C. Turning left or right. D. Exceeding the speed limit. Answers is A. Overtaking other vehicles. This sign indicates that overtaking is prohibited for all vehicles beyond this point, typically due to safety reasons like poor visibility or narrow roads. Question 14. What does this sign compel drivers to do? A. Stop before entering. B. Proceed in a clockwise direction. C. Give way to traffic from the left. D. Exit at the next junction. Answers is B. Proceed in a clockwise direction. This sign indicates a roundabout circular intersection. Drivers must proceed in the direction of the arrows clockwise in Ireland and give way to traffic already on the roundabout from their right. Question 15. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way street. C. No entry zone. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. One-way street. This sign blue rectangle with a white arrow indicates that the road ahead is a one-way street, where traffic flows in a single direction only. Question 16. What does this sign provide information about? A. Distance to an object ahead. B. Recommended speed. C. Duration of restriction. D. Weight limit ahead. Answers is A. Distance to an object ahead. This supplementary plate indicates the distance to the main science subject. In this case, implies the object or hazard by the main sign is 300 meters ahead. Question 17. What should you do if you encounter black ice on the road? A. Brake sharply to test grip. B. Steer gently and avoid sudden braking. C. Accelerate to get past it quickly. D. Stop the car immediately. Answers is B. Steer gently and avoid sudden braking. Black ice is extremely slippery and nearly invisible. If you suspect or encounter black ice, lift your foot off the accelerator, avoid sudden steering or braking, and try to keep the car straight until you regain traction. Question 18. What does a broken white line in the middle of the road mean? A. No overtaking allowed. B. Overtaking is permitted if safe to do so. C. You must not cross the line. D. Lane ends ahead. Answers is B. Overtaking is permitted if safe to do so. A broken white line indicates that you may cross it to overtake or turn, provided it is safe to do so, and there is no other sign or road marking prohibiting it. Question 19. What is the correct procedure for indicating when exiting a roundabout? A. Signal right upon entering. B. Signal left after passing the exit before yours. C. Only signal if turning right. D. Signal left immediately upon entering. Answers is B. Signal left after passing the exit before yours. When exiting a roundabout, you should signal left after you have passed the exit immediately preceding the one you intend to take. This your intentions to other drivers and pedestrians. Question 20. Why is it dangerous to drive with tires? A. It improves fuel efficiency. B. It reduces grip and increases stopping distance. C. It makes the car quieter. D. It extends tire life. Answers is B. It reduces grip and increases stopping distance. Tires reduce the contact patch with the road, leading to less grip, handling, increased stopping distances, and higher fuel consumption. It also causes faster wear. Question 21. What does this warning sign indicate to drivers? A. Smooth road surface ahead. B. Uneven road surface ahead. C. Road closed for repairs. D. Speed bump ahead. Answers is B. Uneven road surface ahead. This sign warns drivers that the road surface ahead is uneven. Drivers should reduce their speed to maintain control and avoid damage to their vehicle. Question 22. What does this priority sign signify? A. Give way to all traffic. B. You are on a priority road. C. Speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour. D. Road closed ahead. Answers is B. You are on a priority road. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road, meaning you have the over traffic entering from minor roads or intersections, unless otherwise by other signs or traffic lights. Question 23. What restriction is imposed by this sign? A. Minimum speed is 50. B. Maximum speed limit is 50. C. Recommended speed is 50. D. No entry for vehicles exceeding 50. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit is 50. This sign indicates a maximum speed limit. Drivers must not exceed the speed of 50 units e.g. in the area where this sign is displayed. Question 24. What action does this sign require? A. Turn left only. B. Turn right only. C. Go straight or turn right. D. No right turn allowed. Answers is B. Turn right only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must turn right at the junction or point where the sign is. Question 25. What does this information sign indicate? A. Of movement in lanes. B. Minimum speed in each lane. C. Lane closure ahead. D. Recommended lane. Answers is A. Of movement in lanes. This sign typically shows the permitted movement straight, left, right from each lane at an upcoming junction, helping drivers choose the correct lane in advance. Question 26. What does this additional plate indicate? A. Parking on the footpath. B. Parking parallel to the curb. C. Parking perpendicular to the curb. D. No parking zone. Answers is B. Parking parallel to the curb. This supplementary plate, usually placed below a parking sign, illustrates the permitted method of parking, parallel to the edge of the carriageway curb. Question 27. What must you do before making a U-turn? A. Signal right and proceed quickly. B. Ensure it is safe, legal, and clear of traffic. C. Only check behind you. D. Sound your horn loudly. Answers is B. Ensure it is safe, legal, and clear of traffic. U-turns can be dangerous and are prohibited in many places. Before attempting a U-turn, ensure it's allowed, there's sufficient space, and the road is clear of all traffic, both approaching and behind you. Question 28. What is the primary danger of driving too close to the vehicle in front? A. It uses more fuel. B. Insufficient stopping distance in an emergency. C. It annoys other drivers. D. It makes your car overheat. Answers is B. Insufficient stopping distance in an emergency. Driving too close, or tailgating, significantly reduces your reaction time and stopping distance, making a collision highly likely if the vehicle in front brakes suddenly. Question 29. When is it permissible to use the hard shoulder on a motorway? A. To overtake slow-moving traffic. B. Only in an emergency or breakdown. C. To answer a phone call. D. To drop off passengers. Answers is B. Only in an emergency or breakdown. The hard shoulder on a motorway is strictly for breakdowns or when directed by. Using it for any other reason is illegal and highly dangerous. Question 30. What is the function of ABS braking system? A. To increase engine power. B. To prevent wheels from locking during braking. C. To improve fuel economy. D. To automatically apply the handbrake. Answers is B. To prevent wheels from locking during braking. ABS helps drivers maintain steering control during hard braking by preventing the wheels from locking up. It allows the driver to steer around obstacles while braking. Question 31. What does this road sign indicate? A. Uneven road ahead. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Ahead. D. Loose chippings. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This sign warns drivers that the road surface ahead may be slippery, especially in wet or icy conditions. Drivers should reduce speed and exercise extra caution. Question 32. What does this sign mean for oncoming traffic? A. You have priority over oncoming traffic. B. Oncoming traffic has priority. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. Road closed to oncoming traffic. Answers is B. Oncoming traffic has priority. This sign indicates that you must give way to oncoming traffic. It is often found on narrow sections of road where only one vehicle can pass at a time. Question 33. What is prohibited for motor vehicles by this sign? A. No entry for bicycles. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. No parking here. D. No overtaking. Answers is B. No entry for motor vehicles. This sign means that motor vehicles are prohibited from entering the road or area. It typically allows access for cyclists and pedestrians. Question 34. What is the mandatory action at this sign? A. Turn left only. B. Go straight or turn right. C. Turn right only. D. Go straight only. Answers is B. Go straight or turn right. This sign indicates that drivers in this lane or at this junction must either proceed straight ahead or turn right. They are not permitted to turn left. Question 35. What does this information sign indicate for parking? A. No parking at any time. B. Parking place available ahead. C. Restricted parking zone. D. Parking for residents only. Answers is B. Parking place available ahead. This blue square sign with a white P indicates a parking place. The arrow, if present, shows the direction or distance to the parking area. Question 36. What does this sign provide information about? A. Direction of the priority road. B. Main road ahead. C. Road closed ahead. D. Junction layout. Answers is A. Direction of the priority road. This supplementary plate shows the layout of an intersection and indicates which road has priority, the thicker line. Drivers on the thinner lines must yield to traffic on the priority road. Question 37. Why is it important to check your mirrors frequently while driving? A. To adjust your hair. B. To be aware of traffic around you. C. To see if your lights are on. D. To check your speed. Answers is B. To be aware of traffic around you. Regular mirror checks are crucial for maintaining situational awareness. They help you anticipate other vehicles' movements, especially before changing lanes, braking, or turning, and identify potential hazards. Question 38. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a rural road at night? A. Leave the vehicle and walk for help. B. Switch on hazard lights and place a warning triangle. C. Keep your headlights on full beam. D. Try to push the car to a garage. Answers is B. Switch on hazard lights and place a warning triangle. To ensure your safety and warn other drivers, switch on your hazard warning lights immediately. If safe to do so, place a warning triangle behind your vehicle usually. Question 39. What is the primary danger of driving in heavy rain? A. The radio might get wet. B. Visibility and increased braking distance. C. Your car will rust faster. D. It causes engine failure. Answers is B. Visibility and increased braking distance. Heavy rain significantly reduces visibility through the windscreen and increases the distance required to stop due to tire grip on the wet road surface risk of aquaplaning. Question 40. When are you allowed to cross a continuous white line in the center of the road? A. To overtake a slow vehicle. B. Only to avoid an obstruction or turn into a property. C. When there is no oncoming traffic. D. At any time if safe. Answers is B. Only to avoid an obstruction or turn into a property. A continuous white line should generally not be crossed, are typically when turning into or out of a side road or property, or to pass a stationary obstruction, provided it's safe. Question 41. What does this road sign warn about? A. Strong headwind ahead. B. Strong side wind ahead. C. Windmill area. D. Road under construction. Answers is B. Strong side wind ahead. This sign warns drivers of strong side winds, which can be particularly hazardous for vehicles, motorcycles, and those towing trailers. Be prepared to adjust steering. Question 42. What does this sign mean at A junction? A. Give way to oncoming traffic. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. No entry for oncoming traffic. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This sign blue square with a red arrow pointing down and a white arrow pointing up indicates that you have priority over any oncoming traffic in a narrow section of road. Question 43. What is forbidden by this sign? A. No right turn. B. No left turn. C. Go straight only. D. U-turn prohibited. Answers is A. No right turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that turning right at the junction or point where the sign is displayed is not permitted. Question 44. What must cyclists do when they see this sign? A. No cycling allowed. B. Use the cycle track. C. Walk their bicycle. D. Share the road with cars. Answers is B. Use the cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a dedicated cycle track. Cyclists are required to use this track where it is provided, and other vehicles are prohibited from entering it. Question 45. What does this sign signify regarding speed? A. Minimum speed limit of 50. B. Recommended speed of 50. C. Maximum speed limit of 50. D. End of speed restriction. Answers is B. Recommended speed of 50. This sign indicates a recommended speed, usually 50, which is considered safe for the prevailing road conditions, but it is not a mandatory limit. Question 46. What is the purpose of this sign? A. Hospital nearby. B. First aid station. C. Medical supplies store. D. Emergency vehicle parking. Answers is A. Hospital nearby. This service sign indicates that a hospital is nearby. It often includes an arrow or distance to guide drivers. Question 47. What is the stopping distance for a vehicle? A. Distance traveled while braking. B. Reaction distance plus braking distance. C. Distance traveled before you see a hazard. D. Only the distance from the brake pedal. Answers is B. Reaction distance plus braking distance. Stopping distance is the total distance your vehicle travels from the moment you perceive a hazard until your vehicle comes to a complete stop. It includes reaction time and braking time. Question 48. When must a driver use their full headlight's main beam? A. In all urban areas at night. B. On unlit roads at night when no other traffic is present. C. When driving in dense fog. D. Only during the day for visibility. Answers is B. On unlit roads at night when no other traffic is present. Full headlights provide maximum illumination and should be used on unlit roads at night when there is no oncoming traffic or vehicles ahead that you might dazzle. Question 49. What is the correct action if you are dazzled by oncoming headlights? A. Flash your own headlights to warn them. B. Slow down, look to the left, and be prepared to stop. C. Speed up to pass them quickly. D. Close your eyes until they pass. Answers is B. Slow down, look to the left, and be prepared to stop. Being dazzled reduces your visibility significantly. Slow down, keep your eyes on the left edge of the road, and if necessary, pull over to a safe spot until your vision recovers. Question 50. Why is it important to check tire pressure regularly? A. To improve engine performance. B. For safety, handling, and fuel efficiency. C. To keep the car clean. D. It only affects tire noise. Answers is B. For safety, handling, and fuel efficiency. Correct tire pressure is vital for road safety, optimal vehicle handling, braking efficiency, and fuel economy. Incorrect pressure can lead to uneven wear and tire failure. Question 51. What does this sign warn about on the road ahead? A. Steep ascent. B. Steep descent. C. Hilly road. D. Road narrows uphill. Answers is A. Steep ascent. This sign warns drivers of a steep ascent ahead. Drivers should be prepared for the incline, potentially needing to change to a lower gear to maintain power and speed. Question 52. What is the meaning of this sign? A. Priority road ahead. B. End of priority road. C. Stop and give way. D. Give way to traffic. Answers is B. End of priority road. This sign indicates that the priority road status ends at this point. Drivers should then be prepared to give way or follow other priority rules, as by subsequent signs or markings. Question 53. What does this prohibitory sign indicate? A. No left turn. B. No right turn. C. U-turn prohibited. D. Go straight only. Answers is A. No left turn. This sign prohibits drivers from making a left turn at the junction or point where it is displayed. Question 54. What is the meaning of this sign for traffic flow? A. Pass obstacle on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. No entry past obstacle. D. Road closed due to obstacle. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign directs drivers to pass an obstacle e.g. a traffic island or roadworks on the right side only. Question 55. What does this sign typically indicate at a bus stop? A. Bus stop ahead. B. Bus lane only. C. No buses allowed. D. Bus parking only. Answers is A. Bus stop ahead. This information sign indicates that a bus stop is ahead. Drivers should be prepared for buses stopping and potentially for passengers crossing the road. Question 56. What does this sign mean regarding the object ahead? A. Direction of application left. B. Main road turns left. C. Left turn only. D. Hazard on the left. Answers is A. Direction of application left. This supplementary plate, usually beneath a main sign, indicates that the restriction or information conveyed by the main sign applies to the left or in a leftward direction. Question 57. What is the purpose of a national car test in Ireland? A. To test driver skills. B. To ensure vehicles meet safety and environmental standards. C. To check car insurance. D. To reduce road tax. Answers is B. To ensure vehicles meet safety and environmental standards. There is a mandatory vehicle inspection program in Ireland designed to ensure that vehicles on public roads meet minimum safety standards and environmental requirements. Question 58. What should you do if your steering suddenly feels light while driving? A. Accelerate to regain grip. B. Ease off the accelerator and hold the steering wheel firmly. C. Apply the handbrake immediately. D. Turn the steering wheel sharply. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator and hold the steering wheel firmly. Light steering can indicate aquaplaning tires losing contact with the road due to water. Ease off the accelerator, grip the wheel firmly, and avoid sudden steering or braking until grip returns. Question 59. When should you use your fog lights? A. At all times during the night. B. Only when visibility is seriously under. C. When it's raining lightly. D. To replace dipped headlights. Answers is B. Only when visibility is seriously under. Fog lights should only be used when visibility is severely restricted, typically below 100 meters. Using them in clear conditions can dazzle other road users. Question 60. What is the main reason for regularly checking your vehicle's oil level? A. To improve tire grip. B. To prevent engine damage and ensure lubrication. C. To check the coolant level. D. To ensure windscreen wipers work. Answers is B. To prevent engine damage and ensure lubrication. Engine oil is crucial for lubricating moving parts, cooling the engine, and preventing wear. Low oil levels can lead to severe engine damage and costly repairs. Question 61. What does this road sign warn about? A. School crossing ahead. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. No pedestrians allowed. D. Children at play. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign warns drivers that there is a pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to stop for pedestrians crossing the road. Question 62. What does this sign mean for goods vehicles? A. No overtaking for goods vehicles. B. A minimum speed for goods vehicles. C. Goods vehicles must turn right. D. Goods vehicles only. Answers is A. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This sign specifically prohibits goods vehicles from overtaking other motor vehicles beyond this point, typically for safety or traffic flow reasons. Question 63. What does this sign tell you about the road? A. No entry past obstacle. B. Pass obstacle on either side. C. Road closed due to obstacle. D. One-way traffic only. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on either side. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers may pass an obstacle e.g. a traffic island on either the left or the right side, depending on which is safest. Question 64. What does this information sign indicate? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. Pedestrian zone. C. No pedestrians. D. Footpath only. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign informs drivers that a pedestrian crossing is ahead. It serves as an advance warning to be vigilant for pedestrians preparing to cross. Question 65. What does this sign mean for emergency services? A. Location of a fire extinguisher. B. Fire station ahead. C. No open flames. D. Emergency exit. Answers is A. Location of a fire extinguisher. This sign indicates the location of a fire extinguisher, which can be crucial in the event of a vehicle fire or other. Question 66. What is the purpose of this supplementary plate? A. Time of application days of the week. B. Duration of parking. C. Recommended parking time. D. No parking on weekends. Answers is A. Time of application days of the week. This supplementary plate indicates that the main sign E G. Parking restriction applies only during specific days of the week, often Monday to Friday. Question 67. What is the minimum legal tread depth for car tires in Ireland? A. 5 millimeters, B. 6 millimeters, C. 2. 5 millimeters, D. 0 millimeters. Answers is B. 6 millimeters. The minimum legal tread depth for car tires in Ireland is 6 millimeters across the central 3/4 of the tire's width and around the entire circumference. Question 68. What does a flashing amber beacon on a vehicle typically indicate? A. The vehicle is speeding. B. The vehicle is slow-moving, wide, or creating a hazard. C. The vehicle is an emergency service. D. The vehicle is broken down and needs help. Answers is B. The vehicle is slow-moving, wide, or creating a hazard. Flashing amber beacons are used by vehicles that are slow-moving, wide, or involved in roadworks, indicating they may pose a hazard or deviation from normal traffic flow. Question 69. What should you do if you miss your exit on a motorway? A. Reverse on the hard shoulder. B. Proceed to the next exit and safely. C. Make a U-turn at the next available gap. D. Stop on the main carriageway to think. Answers is B. Proceed to the next exit and safely. Never reverse or make U-turns on a motorway. It is dangerous and illegal. Always continue to the next available exit and then find a safe place to plan your corrected route. Question 70. What does the term blind spot refer to in driving? A. An area where traffic lights are not visible. B. Areas around your vehicle not visible in mirrors. C. A place where you cannot see road signs. D. A section of road without street lighting. Answers is B. Areas around your vehicle not visible in mirrors. Blind spots are areas around your vehicle that cannot be seen using your or side mirrors. Drivers must physically check these areas by looking over their shoulder, especially before changing lanes. Question 71. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Play area ahead. B. Children likely to be crossing. C. School bus stop. D. No children allowed. Answers is B. Children likely to be crossing. This sign warns drivers that children may be in or near the road, often near schools, playgrounds, or residential areas. Drivers should slow down and be extremely vigilant. Question 72. What does this prohibitory sign signify? A. No sounding of horn. B. Sound horn if needed. C. Noise reduction zone. D. Yield to ambulances. Answers is A. No sounding of horn. This sign indicates that the use of a horn is prohibited, usually in residential areas or near hospitals, during specific hours, unless absolutely necessary to prevent an accident. Question 73. What does this sign mean for a goods vehicle? A. Dangerous goods straight ahead. B. No dangerous goods. C. Dangerous road ahead. D. Goods delivery zone. Answers is A. Dangerous goods straight ahead. This sign indicates the mandatory direction straight for vehicles carrying dangerous goods, often directing them away from sensitive areas or towards routes. Question 74. What does this information sign indicate? A. No U-turn allowed. B. Place for U-turn. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Parking zone. Answers is B. Place for U-turn. This sign indicates an area or point where U-turns are permitted. Always ensure it is safe and clear of traffic before performing a U-turn. Question 75. What does this service sign indicate? A. Mobile phone signal area. B. Public telephone available. C. Emergency call box. D. Telephone sales. Answers is B. Public telephone available. This sign indicates the availability of a public telephone, useful for making calls in areas with poor mobile signal or for those without a mobile phone. Question 76. What does this plate indicate about vehicles? A. Applies to vehicles with trailers. B. Trailer parking only. C. No trailers allowed. D. Vehicles carrying boats. Answers is A. Applies to vehicles with trailers. This supplementary plate indicates that the main science restriction or instruction specifically applies to vehicles that are towing a trailer. Question 77. What should you do if your brake pedal suddenly goes to the floor? A. Pump the accelerator pedal rapidly. B. Pump the brake pedal and use the handbrake carefully. C. Turn off the engine immediately. D. Steer sharply to the side of the road. Answers is B. Pump the brake pedal and use the handbrake carefully. If your brake pedal goes to the floor, indicating brake failure, pump the pedal repeatedly to try and build pressure. Simultaneously, apply the handbrake gently to slow down, being careful not to lock the rear wheels. Question 78. When is it illegal to use a mobile phone while driving? A. Only when making calls. B. At any time unless hands-free or parked safely. C. Only in urban areas. D. When stopped at traffic lights. Answers is B. At any time unless hands-free or parked safely. It is illegal to hold a mobile phone while driving, even if you are stopped in traffic. You can only use a hands-free device or pull over and park safely to use your phone. Question 79. What should you do before starting a long journey? A. Only check fuel level. B. Check tires, oil, water, lights, and fuel. C. Wash the car. D. Pack all luggage tightly. Answers is B. Check tires, oil, water, lights, and fuel. Before a long journey, perform a powers check: petrol, fuel, oil, water, rubber tires, self-driver fitness. This ensures vehicle safety and reliability. Question 80. What does a box junction marked with yellow signify? A. Parking is allowed temporarily. B. Do not enter unless your exit is clear. C. Priority for vehicles from the right. D. Yield to pedestrians only. Answers is B. Do not enter unless your exit is clear. A box junction is designed to prevent traffic from blocking intersections. You must not enter the box unless your exit is clear, and you can clear the box without stopping, even if traffic lights are green. Question 81. What does this road sign warn about? A. Road works ahead. B. Construction site. C. Detour ahead. D. Uneven road. Answers is A. Road works ahead. This sign warns drivers of road works ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, be alert for workers and machinery, and follow any temporary traffic management instructions. Question 82. What does this sign prohibit? A. No parking. B. No stopping. C. No waiting. D. No entry. Answers is B. No stopping. The no stopping sign means you must not stop your vehicle for any reason, even briefly, at any time in the area where the sign applies. This is stricter than no parking. Question 83. What is the mandatory action by this sign? A. Turn right or straight. B. Go straight or turn left. C. Turn left only. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is B. Go straight or turn left. This sign indicates that drivers in this lane or at this junction must either proceed straight ahead or turn left. They are not permitted to turn right. Question 84. What does this information sign typically indicate? A. No entry zone. B. Beginning of a residential area. C. End of speed limit. D. Pedestrian priority area. Answers is B. Beginning of a residential area. This sign marks the beginning of a residential area or living zone. In such areas, lower speed limits apply, and pedestrians often have higher priority. Question 85. What service is by this sign? A. Hotel or motel. B. Restaurant. C. Camping site. D. Tourist information. Answers is A. Hotel or motel. This service sign indicates the availability of accommodation, specifically a hotel or motel, and often includes information about distance or direction. Question 86. What does this plate indicate about vehicle types? A. Direction of movement for cyclists left. B. No cycling left. C. Cycle lane ahead. D. Cyclists give way to left. Answers is A. Direction of movement for cyclists left. This supplementary plate, usually beneath a main sign, indicates that the instruction or warning applies to cyclists, specifically directing them to move left. Question 87. What is aquaplaning and how can you reduce its risk? A. Tires heating up, brake sharply. B. Tires losing grip on water, reduce speed and ensure good tires. C. Engine overheating, open bonnet. D. Brakes failing, pump pedal. Answers is B. Tires losing grip on water, reduce speed, and ensure good tires. Aquaplaning occurs when a layer of water builds between your tires and the road surface, causing a loss of traction. Reduce speed in wet conditions and ensure your tires have adequate tread depth to reduce this risk. Question 88. When is it permissible to overtake on the left in Ireland? A. Always, if safer than the right. B. When the vehicle in front is turning right or in slow-moving traffic. C. Only on motorways. D. Never, it's always illegal. Answers is B. When the vehicle in front is turning right or in slow-moving traffic. In Ireland, you normally overtake on the right. Overtaking on the left is permitted when the vehicle in front is turning right, or in multi-lane traffic moving slowly in queues. Question 89. What is the primary function of mirrors on a vehicle? A. To adjust your appearance. B. To see traffic behind and to the sides. C. To reflect sunlight. D. To check tire pressure. Answers is B. To see traffic behind and to the sides. Provide crucial visibility to the rear and sides of your vehicle, allowing you to monitor traffic, plan maneuvers, and identify potential hazards that are not directly in your forward view. Question 90. What is a zebra crossing and what is the rule for drivers? A. Where animals cross, drive slowly. B. Pedestrian crossing, give way to pedestrians on it. C. Only school children cross here, stop if they are present. D. A parking spot. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing, give way to pedestrians on it. A zebra crossing is marked by black and white stripes. Drivers must give way to pedestrians who are on the crossing or waiting to cross, stopping before the give-way line. Question 91. What does this sign mean at A-level crossing? A. Railway crossing ahead. B. Railway crossing ahead. C. Railway station ahead. D. No railway crossing. Answers is A. Railway crossing ahead. This sign warns drivers of an unguarded railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop and look for trains before crossing. Question 92. What action is prohibited by this sign? A. No U-turn. B. No left turn. C. No right turn. D. No reversing. Answers is A. No U-turn. This sign strictly prohibits making a U-turn at the location where it is displayed, often due to safety concerns or traffic flow management. Question 93. What does this sign imply about the road ahead? A. Road for passenger cars only. B. Motorcycles prohibited. C. Goods vehicles prohibited. D. Shared path with bicycles. Answers is A. Road for passenger cars only. This mandatory sign indicates a road or lane for the exclusive use of passenger cars. Other vehicle types may be restricted. Question 94. What does this information sign indicate? A. Dead end ahead straight. B. Road closed permanently. C. No through road for heavy vehicles. D. U-turn allowed ahead. Answers is A. Dead end ahead straight. This sign indicates a dead end or no through road straight ahead. Drivers will need to turn around or find an alternative route. Question 95. What service does this sign indicate? A. Camping site available. B. Hotel or motel. C. Rest area. D. Picnic area. Answers is A. Camping site available. This service sign indicates the presence of a camping site, offering for camping and caravanning. Question 96. What does this plate mean when accompanying a parking sign? A. Parking fully on pavement perpendicular. B. Parking half on pavement parallel. C. No parking on pavement. D. Parking only on grass. Answers is A. Parking fully on pavement perpendicular. This supplementary plate illustrates that vehicles are permitted to park fully on the pavement, oriented perpendicularly to the curb. Always check local regulations. Question 97. What is the consequence of driving without valid insurance in Ireland? A. Small fine only. B. Significant fines, penalty points, and potential disqualification. C. Only a warning. D. Car impounded for a day. Answers is B. Significant fines, penalty points, and potential disqualification. Driving without valid insurance is a serious offense in Ireland, leading to heavy fines, penalty points, and the possibility of disqualification from driving. Your vehicle may also be seized. Question 98. When should you check your vehicle's windscreen washer fluid level? A. Only when it's raining. B. Regularly, especially before long journeys or in poor weather. C. Only if your wipers stop working. D. Never, it refills automatically. Answers is B. Regularly, especially before long journeys or in poor weather. Maintaining adequate washer fluid is crucial for clear visibility. Check it regularly, particularly before journeys or during seasons when road spray and dirt are common, such as winter. Question 99. What is the proper way to react to an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and sirens? A. Speed up to get out of its way quickly. B. Pull over safely to allow it to pass. C. Continue driving normally if not in its lane. D. Stop in the middle of the road. Answers is B. Pull over safely to allow it to pass. You must give way to emergency vehicles. Pull over to the left if it's safe and legal to do so, allowing them a clear path. Never endanger yourself or others by sudden braking or swerving. Question 100. What is the correct procedure for safely joining a motorway? A. Stop at the end of the slip road and wait for a gap. B. Accelerate on the slip road to match motorway speed and merge safely. C. Enter the motorway slowly and let others adjust. D. Signal right and immediately move onto the first lane. Answers is B. Accelerate on the slip road to match motorway speed and merge safely. When joining a motorway, use the slip road to accelerate to a speed similar to the motorway traffic. Signal your intention and merge smoothly into the nearest lane when there is a safe gap.